Okay, it's going. All right. So this is my critique. This is my critiquer, my wife, Ashley Daly, and we're going to be following the steps in the critique checklist. Okay, I'm setting the timer. Okay, take 30 seconds and look at this.
Right now.
Yeah. Okay, 30 seconds are up.
Okay.
Tell me your initial observations.
So I like that the immediate information that I need is right up at the top, because when I start reading a flyer, I start reading like I would read anything else at the top and move to the bottom. I like that it's obvious that this is a leadership conference, and that the date and the times and the place are immediately apparent. Um, the smaller italicized print makes it more difficult to get to what's going on at this graduate leadership conference.
Which italicized print?
This italicized print down here, it's hard for me to see that. Even at such a close range, I thought if I needed to see this flyer, even at a great distance, I wouldn't be able to see that after, 5 feet out even. I think that the placement of the logo on the bottom right hand corner, I didn't notice it at all. That these people, this Vuant Communications, their logo is not something that's super important or that needs to be seen, and so I think that's a good place to put their logo. But I think that if you're going to put the logo out of the way, then maybe a little more attention needs to be paid to their website. That maybe their website could have a little bit more of a visual pop to it.
Okay. So if you were to say, what do you think this this flyer, who do you think this is appealing to? Is it appealing to the correct audience that you think needs this, and it's getting the correct message across?
Okay. So the audience that you seem to be going for here looks to be white male married business suit. Which is, fine. There's nothing wrong with white male married. There, his looking like forward towards his eye line is reading like right at this graduate leadership thing, which I think helps get the idea that this is something that you want to be paying attention to, for people who want to go to a graduate leadership conference. What it's exactly about, though, or like the message that you're trying to give to a specific audience, seems like you're only trying to get across to maybe business people.
Like business majors?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's what this is, I don't know.
Well, it does cutting edge in business, so
there you go.
It is for business
No,
people.
it is for business. So there you go. So that's a good thing. I think that you have accomplished your goal of connecting people to message and giving an idea of who this is for without having to say this is for business people. You were able to do that with a single photo. It's just a single image, and that's good. I really don't have much more to say about that.
Okay. So why don't you go through the checklist of things to consider here and whether or not I fulfilled the requirements of the project.
Okay, so is there a message?
Well, does it get a message across?
Yes, it does. Does it have audience appeal? Yes.
For the people who need that message.
For the people who need that message, yes, it's very clear. Use of white space. I feel like there's a lot of it right here. I don't know if that's what you were going for.
Is it too much?
It might be. I'd like to see a little more information here, so I guess I'm going to get to that. Grouping, I think maybe this grouping is fantastic. This upper portion is great. I don't really know what to do about this. I'm not a designer, but this, the grouping here, this paragraph, these 2 lines, whatever. Do you want to have the competitive edge? And come learn how. Could that seems like information that people need, so maybe not quite so small. Alignment. Everything left side leaves a lot of white space over here, but then you have this tiny logo over here. I don't know that it fully balances out what's going on, or if it even needs to be balanced. I don't know. Focal point and flow. Focal point is absolutely this, and the flow works for the pertinent information. If there's other little pieces of information that you need, that has to be down here, and there's no flow down here. Contrast. It is in black and white.
Contrast is guiding your eye to something because it looks different.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So this and the date, that's super important. Maybe a little more contrast at the time and where, because these 2 lines kind of blend in together. I don't see a difference between those 2. Typography.
You just finish up quickly.
Okay. Typography. I don't like the italics on here, nor the font size. It's too small. It looks weird. Repetition and rhythm. I don't see that there's repetition here. I don't know that there needs to be repetition here. And the gestalt is gestalty.
Was there anything missing in the requirements of the project?
All the text is used. The logo is used, but it's not for the title. There's a proportional image. There is a hyphen here.
Yes.
You have a hyphen, but you circled that one. I wouldn't have picked up on that if you hadn't circled it. An effective title. Yeah. And a 1/2-inch margin. Is this the 1/2-inch margin here and the 1/2-inch margin there? Then yes. Congratulations.